What's up, guys? I'm back again with another video, and this video is super funny in my opinion, and really awesome. And I have been wanting to use this mod again. So you guys remember my vape story? I told you the first ever mod I used that was my like a real mod, not a stick battery from a gas station or anything like that. Was the iStick Mini. And you remember how last night I mentioned my neighbor gave me a spare coil, which was the 1.2 ohm. And I remembered that the iStick Mini, I believe, can go all the way down to 1 ohm, no lower than 1 ohm, just like the original iStick. So I put the 1.2 ohm coil in my tank. So I got the 1.2 ohm, and I changed my order. The coils I'm going to order are not the 0.5 ohm coils for the sub tank. I'm going to be ordering the 1.5 ohm coils for my sub tank. And I'm going to show you why in a second. This is the 1.2 ohm. I'm rocking it on this little guy, the iStick Mini. It just looks so cool. And I've really been wanting to use this mod. And I know what you're thinking, but how does it make? Is it any good? Yes, and this is with the 1.2 ohm. I'm ordering the 1.5 ohm, so I'm ordering an even higher resistance than this. And with this resistance at a 1.2 ohm, I'm going to show you. Oh wait, 5 volts. I'm going to hit it, 5 volts. Something that little. 5 volts, no adjustable wattage, just variable voltage, producing that big of clouds. Super small, super stealthy, and super lightweight. All you're seeing really is the tank. I like this little setup. It's awesome. I'm really glad that I tried I can't remember the guy's name, but I found this video on YouTube it's a few years old. I found it about a year ago, and he was using the same setup. And I'm really glad I tried it. I see what he's talking about. Yeah, but you guys should definitely check out that video. I'll try to find it and link to it or put like the title in the description or something. And so yeah, I got the 0.5 ohm coil that was originally in here. It's still vaping good, but I have it set to the side right now because I'm rocking the 1.2 ohm coil in here on this little guy. And it's great. I can actually open up the airflow to where I normally have it. And even bigger clouds. But this setup is cool. And with that blue drip tip, it just matches. It looks great. And I am using the Ego adapter. You don't have to use that. This tank will actually screw directly into the mod. I just did it this way, so whenever I take my tank out like this, say I need to swap out a coil. This is a top fill tank or bottom fill tank, as I mentioned. So truthfully, when I'm filling it, I don't have to take it off the mod, so I'm not worried about my threads. But this is not spring loaded, and the threads can strip out if you're not careful. So I put the Ego adapter with this beauty ring, and that way if I have to change out my coil, it's not directly connected to the threads, so I know my threads are safe. And as for filling the tank, I just fill it from the top. And yeah, it's a really nice setup. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. I got the airflow closed down. Let's see if we can get some mouth to mouth vapes off this. Flavor is awesome. And you can lung hit it or mouth to lung hit it. It's great. It's a very versatile setup. The adjustable airflow is nice. And like I said, that little trick I find just really helpful because I don't have to worry about my threads. Granted, you can go on eBay and get this mod for about 15 to 20 bucks. Fairly easy. And it's actually a really nice mod, a really great setup. And I just really like the look of the tank. It looks bomb. I mean, you're vaping a sub tank on this little guy. I'm gushing about it, but it's great. So great, in fact, that I'm not even gonna order the point 0.5 ohm sub ohm coils. I'm gonna get the 1.5 ohm coils so I can run it on this mod with this tank. This is a fucking banging little setup. It's awesome. I'm recommending this right now, hands down. What, like eBay, you could probably get this tank for like 15, 20 bucks too. So maybe 40, 40 to 60 bucks for this whole setup. And if you buy the 1.2 ohm coils with the 1.5, you're going to get a good vape. It's going to have great flavor, good vapor production, and you get to rock a sub tank on your iStick Mini. Now, granted, I'm not sub ohming with this, but it kind of looks like I am. It kind of feels like it. And when you're getting clouds like that off a little bitty tank and mod, that this is so lightweight. If I was going to work or out, I fill up this tank. I have an all-day vape right here. This is a 1050 mAh battery, I believe. It does have pass through, and it charges in about 20 to 30 minutes. So not long on charge time. It does tell you the second. It tells you your battery life, 92% is what I'm at. It tells you the seconds that you vape, and it displays your voltage when you adjust those. Super simple, and it just works. Here, let me get back a little bit, and I'll show you. That was a long hit. Now we're gonna do a mouth one. It's perfect. That's all I got for this little. That's all I got for this video. I can't even talk right now. I'm just so excited about this little thing. I've been wanting to use this mod for such a long time, and it just looks so cool. The whole setup, the blue drip tip matches the iStick Mini perfectly. You got a 3 mil tank on here, and you got adjustable airflow, good flavor, great vape. Now, this does have a 10-second cutoff, so it will not allow you to take a drag longer than 10 seconds. I've been taking about like 6-second drags to get clouds that big. I'll do a whole 10-second hit just so I can show you. Whole 10 seconds, here we go. Oh, wow. That gave me a buzz real quick. But yeah, it. I love this little thing. Uh, I think I'm going to be rocking this setup for a little bit just because it's so cool. And I think it is a bit of a conversation starter when someone sees you walk up and they're like, you think a fucking sub tank on that? What the hell? And then you start talking to them about it, let them check it out, show them some performance, maybe even let them hit it. And they might think that is a cool setup that I want to get now because that's great for me to go out for work or on the go or parties or a night out. And the vape is phenomenal. The look is awesome. You got a top screen up there so you can see everything. My battery's at 85. The battery will drain kind of quick depending on how fast you vape. I tend to get about 4 or 5 hours out of it if I'm steady vaping. If I'm heavy vaping, about maybe 3 to 4. If I'm chain vaping, I can get 3 to 4 hours. Steady use is a range of like 4 to 5 hours, easy. But yeah, that's all I got for this video, guys. Let me guys know what you think. Comment and let me know what you think of this setup. If y'all think it just looks downright funny or ridiculous, or if y'all think it is an awesome setup. I'm going with awesome. Yeah, it is a little unique and weird looking, but it works. It's awesome. And I highly recommend this whole setup, guys. It's really affordable. The coils are decently priced. They give off good flavor. They last a while. And with this tank, you do get a top fill. I don't know if you buy the original nano tank, it was only a bottom, but you can fill this from the bottom as well. I just prefer the top because I don't have to take it off my mod. I can just set the whole thing down, fill it, put the top cap back on, and I'm good. And I actually do like taking long drags anyways when I vape. So this setup is cool for me. I like taking long drags. And so yeah, guys, that's all I got for this video. You guys know what you think. I think it's awesome. Let me know what you think. So I'll catch you guys later. But seriously, I highly recommend it. This isn't something I'm doing to be funny or joking around. It's actually a great vape, and I probably will be using it a lot more because I love the iStick Mini. It was the first mod I ever owned, and the first mod that got me off of cigarettes completely. So I have a lot of love for the iStick Mini, and I have been wanting to use it for a while, but I couldn't find anything besides the Anomalous Mini, which is I was thinking about running it that way, but this is just tons better, a lot more vapor, a lot more airflow, and a lot more juice capacity than the Mini. And it actually fits the diameters of the iStick Mini, where the Nautilus Mini, it kind of hung over in the screen a little bit and off the front a little bit. This one, you don't really get overhang, so it is awesome. And like I said, you don't have to use it with this Ego 510 to Ego adapter and the Beauty Ring. You can screw the Sub-10 Nano directly to the iStick Mini. I just did it this way because I wanted to increase the lifespan of my threads because I know that threads are very sensitive and fragile in the iStick Mini. They are prone to be stripped out if you are not careful, which is another reason why I recommend using the adapter with the Beauty Ring, even though the tank will screw flush. But ultimately, that's your guys' choices, and it's your choice of getting this set up if you like it or not. I dig it. It's it's a great vape. I want to use it a lot more. I'm so stoked. And it was this is a cool vape too. But whenever you got something this lightweight, this tiny, and vapes basically just as good, if not better, than a bigger mod with a 0.5 ohm coil, I recommend going for it, especially if you're into really stealthy setups. This is a relatively affordable setup, and it's very stealthy in my opinion. Like, I have small hands, and I could literally almost hide the whole thing in my hand. I mean, all you're going to see is my tank. That's cool, because it's just a tank. You can't tell what I'm vaping on. But yeah, that's it.
What you doing, Albert?